Today's Superbowl Trailers, Mirror Domains Movie News. Welcome, indeed, to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. This is indeed a live news show where we talk about all the trending movie news headlines of the day. And guys, who's not going to be talking about that Super Bowl yesterday and all the trailers that dropped? And all the trailers that didn't drop, too. Hey, we'll talk about that. We got some other headlines opening up this week. Is going to be Marlowe with Liam Neeson. We'll talk about that. We got a trailer for something called Blueback. That looks kind of fascinating. Plane with Gerard Butler is going to get a sequel, but will it be with Gerard Butler? Who knows? Definitely some really other interesting headlines about movies and entertainment that's worth talking about. If you're joining us there in the live chat, by all means, cool. Argos Viking says, hey there. Hey, how's it going? It's Monday, February 13th. So, let's just go into some of the headlines that just broke. Guys, did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday? I guess the numbers are in, and it had a very good, ratings. People came out and watched it. And Rihanna was the headliner for the halftime show. Now, guys, I gotta be brutally honest with you. I've only seen clips of it, so I haven't watched the full performance yet, because here on the channel, I was working on getting up all the trailer reactions and stuff like that because of all of them that dropped, and I got out most of them. So I saw her floating on this thing, and it's like, wow, that's cool, that's impressive, and you can see like it was on wires and stuff. And it was, I'm guessing it was just a medley of her stuff, and everybody saw her, and it's like, oh, is Rihanna pregnant? Well, I guess she is. So congratulations. Her representation person came out afterwards and said that, yes, she is pregnant. Very big show. Did you guys watch the game? Did you care about the game? It didn't turn out the way that I wanted, so I kind of turned it off. I didn't need to see the final big showdown and stuff like that. Chris Schobert in the live chat says, have you watched the new TV spot for the Mandalorian Season 3 at the Super Bowl on YouTube? Well, we'll talk about that in just a few minutes, for sure. Have I watched it? No, because I don't believe that I could find a copy of it. And it's weird because I went through Disney Plus and Star Wars, and I didn't see a Mandalorian spot. Yeah, because I looked at all of them, and well, maybe there is one. Weird that it was not shown on Disney's. So we're pausing the show here a little bit while I look this up. Because Disney Plus, you would think it would be on Disney Plus as well, but I'm not seeing it here, guys. It's not on Lucasfilm. Maybe it's on Star Wars. I don't believe that there was one. Willow? No, that's 4 weeks ago. They had Indiana Jones one. We saw that one. Sorry that we're kind of stalling out the show here. Because we want confirmation. And I thought I had covered them all, but I guess not. Walt Disney. It's not under Lucasfilm. It's not under Disney Plus. Was it under Disney? No. Huh. Not seeing it there, man. See if it's under the Star Wars channel. No, not seeing it there either. So if they had one, maybe it's odd that the Star Wars channel wouldn't have it, the Lucasfilm channel wouldn't have it, the Disney channel wouldn't have it, and the Disney Plus channel wouldn't have it. So, yeah, that's why I haven't seen it. Okay, guys, it's Monday. It's weekend box office report time, and then we'll get into the trailers. Don't worry, we'll get there. But we got to take a look at the weekend's box office report and see who fared and where everything kind of came out. Domestically, for February 10th to the 12th, week 6 already, weekend 6, Magic Mike, The Last Dance came in at number 1 with 8.2 million. with only 1,500 theaters. You think it would have made a lot more. I came this close yesterday to going out to see it, but I was kind of like, it was my only really free day off, even though I didn't really take the entire day off. I felt like I'll see it eventually. Avatar: The Way of Water went back to the number 2 spot, 6.8. And then Titanic, the 25th anniversary, was number 3. Number 4 was 80 for Brady. And number 5 was Knock at the Cabin. Went from 1 spot all the way down to the 5th spot. That's not good. That's not good. So Magic Mike and His Last Dance. Magic Mike number 3, 8.2 domestically, 10.4 internationally for 18.6 worldwide. So it had a bigger box office with international numbers. Fascinating. Okay, well, keep our eye on that. I don't know. It's obviously, guys, everything's going to get shifted down here a whole year. Sorry, not a whole year. A whole thing here because Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania comes out this week, and that's going to be like, I think it's going to be like 70 million. I don't think it's going to make 100 million, but maybe. It's going to make about 70 million is what I think. And that's going to shift everything down one. And then that Liam Neeson actioner Marlowe opens up this week too. So, and I think that'll be number. So maybe everything will get shifted down 2 here. Except Titanic, I think, is limited release. It's only going to be in theaters for a week. Did I pull up Titanic's numbers? Yes, I did. Let's pull up that 17-year-old. Yeah, well, we know what that is about. 25th anniversary. So 6.4 domestically, 15.9 internationally for another 22 million added to the box office. Now, Box Office Mojo has separated this and made distinctions from the re-releases to the grand totals. I know that everybody likes to amalgamate them, add them all up. I never went out to see it, so in the theater. I know that some people did. It is Valentine's Day weekend, and everybody's getting into the mood for romance, including us here on the channel. The next couple days or so, we'll be watching some rom-coms, or just romantic movies, I suppose. We could have watched Titanic, but it's like 3 hours, and do we really want to be sitting here for 3 hours? I don't know. But is there anything else that's a big shock? I guess Knock at the Cabin getting knocked all the way down to the 5th spot. 23.4 domestically, 13.3 internationally for 36.7. I think the budget for that was around 50 million too. No, it was a lot smaller than that, James. I think it was 35 million. 20 million. 20 million for Knock at the Cabin. So 36, yeah, that's not a bad thing. So it's made its budget back plus more. Knock at the Cabin. I really enjoyed it. What else opened up? Nothing too much. Do we have to look at Avatar's numbers? Well, it is number 2. So out of respect, 2.2. Yeah, and it's really slowing down. It's really slowing down there. So if it does make that 2.3, 2.4 billion, it's going to have to crawl to there. But it'll make that up in re-releases and stuff like that. So the only other release from the weekend's box office that I wanted to look at was for a movie that came out in super limited release called Consecration. Yeah. Consecration. That was that Nun movie with Jenna Malone, right? 365,000 domestically. And it was only in 762 theaters. So, Grace travels to a remote Scottish convent where somebody fell to their death, disgusted by the church's account. Yeah, like the church tried to cover up a suicide or something like that, but then they find out that like there's a cult of them there. I was very curious about it. I still want to check it out, but it's IFC Films, so it's limited, and it's released there. You can see it's only 700 compared to what's a big one here? Avatar is like 3,000, right? Knock at the Cabin was 3,600. So yeah, theaters. I'm curious about it. But that's pretty much the weekend's box office. As I said, those two other films opening up this week will knock it down a bit. Hourglass says the Super Bowl is like Christmas. It's all about build-up. I mean, no offense, but rugby is my bag. Okay, you like rugby? Hourglass Wacky says, I guess the price tag to show previews during the Super Bowl didn't entice every studio. Yeah, and we'll talk about that. Some of them missed, right? You also say, I would argue the romantic integrity of Titanic. Would you? Would you really? Why is that not working there? Thought that I had that all fixed up. I wanted to try to bring in the chat, and it seems to be intermittent. Well, I guess it's not going to work. That's just the bugs that I got to work out. Okay, guys, we're going to get into the Super Bowl spots here. Let's get into the Super Bowl trailers and start going through this. But before that, let's just get into what this channel is all about. As you can see, we do a live show Mondays and Fridays for movie news, 11 a.m. There are all my other social media. You get looks behind the scenes and stuff like that on Instagram and TikTok. And on Sundays, we post our weekly schedule up on the community tab where you can see everything that's going to come out this week. I didn't put up the poll for Saturday's horror watch along until this morning, so that's why you got the ninth gate there. But yeah, we do full live watch alongs for The Last of Us. Normally later on today we would be doing episode 5, but it came out early because of the Super Bowl. So we did episode 5 on Saturday. Next week we'll go back to Mondays and we'll have episode 6 next Monday. As I said, it's time for romance, guys. It seems to be a Reese Witherspoon's weekend because we did Your Place or Mine on Friday, and today we're going to be doing a movie called Just Like Heaven. Yeah. 1 p.m. Mark Ruffalo. Fascinating. Tomorrow we'll be watching Beautiful Creatures. Yeah. Alden Ehrenreich. Han Solo. Emmy Rossum there. Look at those eyes. That's curious. I haven't watched that movie in a while since it came out in the theater, so I'm very curious to watch that one again. Scream 3 this week, guys. Scream 3 is our franchise movie day, so on Wednesday we'll be watching Scream 3. And last week we watched Total Recall on Thursday as our retro movie. And right now the poll is up on the channel right now. You can go vote for Universal Soldier, The Wedding Singer, or Odd Thomas. And yeah, go vote in that, and hey, we'll watch the movies that you guys pick for our retro Thursday movie. And on Saturdays we watched a horror movie called Viking Wolf that was well, it was not quite the winner of the poll because it was tied at the number 1 spot, but the new poll is up now, guys. Ninth Gate carries over, and I added Freaky and The Ritual. So go pay attention to that. Go vote in the polls for like Johnny Depp trying to summon the devil, or a body swap kind of horror with Vince Vaughn and Catherine Newton. I never saw that one, so that'll be a first time watching for me. And The Ritual, a bunch of guys go hiking in the woods, and there's like a big kind of monster in there that slowly kills them. Hey, everybody likes and has the respect for a monster in the woods movie, don't they? The Ritual. So yeah, go vote. And of course, there on the weekends we do a horror weekly roundup where we talk about all the horror movie news headlines, and then yeah, we do movie news there. So that it's all in that community tab. So pay attention to that a lot more, guys. I'll be posting a lot more on that for sure. What else? I just want to elaborate on that Marlowe. Marlowe is opening up. Normally movies open up on like the weekend, but Marlowe with Liam Neeson opens up on Wednesday, and yeah, we'll talk about that. I'll be seeing it Wednesday night, so we'll be having a review for it on Thursday. Super Bowl trailers. Let's get into it. MovieWeb has got a nice little article up here for every movie trailer from the Super Bowl ranked. Let's see if we agree with their rankings, because we watch them all here on the channel, right? Hey, if you didn't watch my trailer breakdown for The Flash, we went back because it was a live show. I just turned on the camera and we watched most of the trailers there. They're like 30, 40-second spots, so that wasn't a big, huge deal. And let's see if we agree with their rankings, and then we'll get into it here a little bit. We'll look at some of the highlights from these. So, number 11 was Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. Okay, did I see that one? It was only a 30-second spot, right? I don't think I reacted to that. So let's just put on the old headset, make sure we got the audio switched over, and we'll take a look at this spot. I am looking forward to this movie, so.
We're facing the greatest evil the world has ever known.
Okay.
We're gonna need a team.
On March 31st, so that's just over a month away. It's like 6 weeks, right?
How are we gonna
Grant?
pull
This looks
for a
awesome.
drink?
Probably best.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Honor Amongst Thieves. So that looked cool. I dug that one. That was, yeah. I don't know about the ranking of it though. Yeah, obviously there are some other trailers out there that did it better. But as I said, I'm looking forward to that one. Chris Ober says, I heard that they might make another Halloween movie for 2023. Genesis will be released in theaters, stream on Paramount Plus and Blumhouse 2023. Nope, that's not going to happen because it would have to be filming right now for a release for this year. So that's not happening. There is a fan film for Halloween, but we can squash that rumor right now. Trust me. Argos Waki says, yay, just like heaven, cool, man. Yeah. Bifer says, vote for the ritual. Yeah. Vote for the ritual. I think we will. Okay. Where am I at here? Where am I at? Well, number 11, yeah. Okay, so what's next? Scream 6. Now, Scream 6 had its trailer come out earlier in the week, and it was like a minute-long clip. And why is it not showing it there? We reacted to that one as well. So I didn't pull it up, or did I? Scream 6, yeah, I did. Okay, so yeah, we reacted to this one. This one's already up on the channel already, so that's why I didn't add it to the yesterday's add-in. They climb over that thing. I think it looks awesome. March 10th, we get to see Kirby talk in this one. And it's definitely going to be Cult of Ghostface. I think that's the way it's going to go, for sure. Okay, what's next on that list, James? Why is this being insolent? Shouldn't be. It should not be. Okay. It is. Yeah, there you go. There's the live chats. I'm going to have to figure out this module, guys. It's being insolent. It's being, like, touchy. And I don't like it. So I will have to figure out a way to do it better as we go along. And I don't mean to digress with it. Okay. So, what's next on the list? Stop. After Scream, we got Creed 3. And we watched that trailer. For some reason, this page is not loading these up. Maybe because I got too many open. Maybe I need to start closing some of these. We watched the one for Scream. 65. Paramount Plus. Let's close off. Whoops, I closed off that one. Shoot. Or maybe I can just reload the page. Fast 10. Okay. Yeah, that had another TV spot. It didn't really show that much more. We got a little bit more of different angles on them kind of zooming out with the... There we go. Movie web. Maybe because I have too many windows open, that's why I was taking up a spot. But Creed 3 spot, we did watch during our little breakdown there, yeah. I enjoyed that. And Fast 10. Wow. Fast 10 had the spot where you got to see a little bit more of them, like getting ready to race and stuff like that. Everybody really liked that trailer, and it did impress me too. So I am looking forward. May 19th, looking forward to that one. Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. We showed a lot more of Mirage. Pete Davidson's going to be voicing that. We talked about that one yesterday too. So that's number 7. We're guessing that The Flash is going to be number 1, right? 65. That's that Adam Driver dinosaur flick. Now, that one I don't believe I did react to. So, yeah, I'll take a look at that one right now. This one I'm excited for. March 10th. It comes out the same day as Scream 6. Scream 6 is going to blow it out of the water, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But this will be number 2 for sure, in the number 2 spot, right? Humans discovered Earth. But I hope this one just resonates with people, and I want this one to succeed big time.
65 exclusively in.
Yeah, exclusively in movie theaters. That one I'm really looking forward to. As one of the biggest Jurassic Park fans, it's nice to see an upcoming dino movie that actually looks good and will probably help me forget that Jurassic World Dominion never existed. Oh, I didn't hate Jurassic World Dominion. It was a valiant attempt at just in land with most people, right? Arglass says, great D&D trailer. It flowed really well. Love the pace and short of the Super Bowl spots. They have a short time to hook the audience. I just watched all the TV spots on YouTube. I really enjoyed them. Chris Schober said, love how Adam Driver is the first man in 65. Yeah, first man landing, right? I like that one. That's number 6. Air. They had a spot for Air. That's that Matt Damon, Ben Affleck one where they're like creating Jordan Air, like the shoes and stuff. I didn't watch that one. I'm not going to watch it now because, meh, it was okay. Guardians of the Galaxy is number 4? Guardians of the Galaxy is only number 4. Guys, we watched that one, and yeah, that one's going to hit home pretty hard, I think. And we went through this trailer rather extensively yesterday in our breakdown of the Flash one. So I like this trailer a lot, and I said it. Everybody thinks that it's going to be Drax or maybe Rocket that dies in this one, but I do think it's going to be Peter Quill. I think it's going to be Star-Lord that dies, and that'll pretty much definitively put an end to this, right? And I don't know if he dies trying to save Gamora or something, or maybe she dies too, because it's an alternate reality of one of them, right? But you definitely get the sense that somebody's going to cash out their chips here, because there's a really cool shot of Adam Warlock attacking Drax, and music in this looks great, sounds great. I think this one is slowly moved up my ladder of most anticipated. And then they kind of joke around here about Nebula and Star-Lord have a thing. And he's like, oh, I like your eyes. She's like, stop it, right?
What?
Just never noticed how black your eyes were.
They were replaced by my father as a method of torture.
He picked.
Karen Gillan. Yeah, so that'll be the last time that she puts on her thing too. I think maybe. I don't know. But
Knock it off!
What?
Just never noticed.
yeah. And I noticed something too. Does Gamora's makeup look a little bit different in this one? Like her eyes look a little bit different? Maybe it's just because of how bright it is. Like her eye ridges look different. I don't know. Maybe it's because she comes from a different timeline. But there's something about the eye here that it does look different for me. See what people said about this one. I'm not ready to let them go, but glad we got one last round with the Guardians of the Galaxy. 17K view. Thumbs up for that one. Yeah. That's, at least we know going in that this is going to be the last time out for this one. So I think it's going to be a good one. James Gunn, I trust him to deliver. This is the final chorus, guys. It's going to be one hell of a journey. Yeah. last time we get to see them together. It's going to be heartwarming. Good trailer. Really good trailer. And it worked because it bumped my anticipation up for it. Baby raccoon there. I don't know if that's going to be like a flashback of Rocket or not. Probably. There seems to be him with an otter of some kind, right? I don't know if he's related to that otter or maybe has a relationship with that otter. If they're like brother and sister or something, or I'm guessing that this otter is probably going to have something. But yeah, it looks great. Everything about this looks fantastic, and it's got me hyped. Yeah, because they're hugging here, right?
Searching for a family.
And that dog is voiced by Borat's daughter, right? I need to. Okay, so when I sign up for Disney Plus at the end of the month here, I'll watch the holiday special. I don't know if we'll do it live. Maybe we will, and I'll get caught up with the holiday special there. Yeah, what the heck is this thing? Is that a teddy bear or is that an actual thing? Yeah, it looks awesome. I don't know if I agree with that list being so low on it, though, for me. I think that would probably be number 2 for me. So what do we got left? We got Indiana Jones. Oh, Super Mario Bros. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's number 3. That was more like a commercial. I didn't react to that one because it's just kind of like an advertisement for their plumbing business. And okay. That was fine. Chris Schober says, I just saw some new picture posters for Scream 6 on Facebook. We'll get there. Artglass says it would be great to do Guardians Holiday Special watch along before Guardians 3 comes out. So maybe we will. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah. Chris Schober also says, I hope when they bring out the new Star Wars movies, I hope they don't mess up Adam Driver's character from the upcoming Star Wars movies. Well, I don't think they will. I don't think they're even going to touch that. Like, episodes 10 and 11 will probably have Rey, and that'll be about it. Because I don't think Finn, and I don't think... I definitely don't think Poe Dameron's coming back. Okay, so what do we got here? Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. We watched that one yesterday. My reaction's up for that on the channel as well, too. Yeah, and that one's... Actually, I was surprised this morning when I looked up and I looked at the analytics that spot had gotten quite the number of views. So that doesn't surprise me being number 2. Indiana Jones, and yeah, the number 1 is The Flash, because everybody's breaking that down. I broke it down yesterday for you guys too, and it was a great trailer. It truly was. The Flash speeds into Superbowl. Knocked everybody's socks off. For most people's reactions that I saw, a lot of them were just like me, where it was kind of like, I can't believe that we're seeing him as Michael Keaton back as Batman. I'm glad that they showed him because it looked great. Everything. Some people were knocking the visual effects of it and stuff, but I did a really advanced breakdown of this, guys, and we looked at it shot for shot. That's up on the channel right now. It's cool to see Ben Affleck back. To have kind of like a swan song here, one last time to say goodbye to his version of Batman, which kind of sucks. I think that's Supergirl's costume, right? We looked at that yesterday too. And then, of course, the big reveal of him coming down and saying,
You are?
Yeah. I'm Batman.
That's the line we all wanted to hear. And it played so well. I think this is going to be... Yeah, when I was watching this, it was like... Before I saw this trailer, I was in the camp of maybe they should have just scrapped this picture, put it on the shelf, and just eaten the $200 million. But no. Now, after this trailer, I want to see it. I want to see this movie so bad. I like the way the Supergirl looks. I like that Batman's teaming up with them. I like the new bat suit. I know some people called out the visual effects here, but it doesn't look all that great. But I think it does, and I think she's going to do great as Supergirl. What's her name here? Sasha Calle, right? Sasha Calle is her name. Celebrate Supergirl debut. Yeah, and I felt like she did a great job in it. The shot of her coming up, I think this is Fayora. I don't think that's Zod. Maybe it's Zod. But we know we're going to see both of them in there, right? And I think she's going to be great. I was like, when they announced the Supergirl movie coming out, I was like, well, okay, it's fine that they use this one in this version, but I still want the blonde Supergirl. But if they went with this one, I'll be fine with that. I think she looks fantastic. And I can't wait to see what they do it, because we know that the Flash movie here is going to be like the reboot for this DC, right? So we know we're not getting Batfleck back, and we know that we're not getting, well, maybe we're probably not going to. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, if the Flash makes $1 billion, which it possibly can, if the Flash makes like over $1 billion, how can the executives and even Zaslav go to James Gunn and say, we're going to stop this now? We're going to just sit on and hope that your new version of Batman's going to do better than this? That's already a proven entity that makes $1 billion. We're going to say no to that? James Gunn's got to have a back door to figure out how to keep the possibility of keeping some of these characters around. Because I do think this will be Ezra Miller's last outing as the Flash, because I think they'll figure out a way to bring in a different version of the Flash from a different universe. Because they do talk about it in here that he does go across the different realms and stuff like that. And yeah, this is a different shot. This is from the Super Bowl spot. This is not from the full trailer. We get to see the Batcave with all the different kind of bat suits in there. And we looked at it yesterday. It looks like there's a mech version kind of it there. There's the kind of like the one with the goggles, kind of like what Ben Affleck had. I think that this is just going to be bonkers crazy. And I think it's going to be huge at the box office.
What did you do?
Yeah. And her, I think she's going to be fantastic. As I said.
What did you do?
Yeah. Something about him going through different timelines and making metahumans not there. So I think when Zod comes to Earth, Superman's not there, right? So something happened. And I think she's actually screaming to Barry there, what did you do? That's a cunning cut of... She's saying, what did you do? And then they cut to Zod. But I think she's actually talking to Barry there. Like, what did you do about the timelines and stuff like that?
You're...
Yeah. I'm Batman.
Yeah, so I can watch that on repeat. And it looks like it's to be a violent Batman because he swings down into this place where they're holding Supergirl. And he's like slamming people down. We get to see the old Batmobile, and it's just like, wow, that's going to be awesome. Watch the full trailer online, and we did. We broke down that extensively. So the only other question, I guess, that people have is like, which Batman? And I'm sorry that I kind of messed up the order here. But I'll pull up that article, and then we'll get into the trailers that we're missing. If I can get into it. I think it just needs to be addressed here. What Keaton is the Flash movie means for Robert Pattinson's Batman, it means absolutely nothing. Because people were asking it. The casual fans out there, guys, they won't know the difference, right? They'll be like, wait a minute, I thought Robert Pattinson was Batman. Michael Keaton's back now? Yeah. Just to let some casual fans out there, if you haven't seen this before, Robert Pattinson's Batman is still going to be Batman, but it's going to be in its own separate Elseworlds. They called it Elseworlds Batman. So, and I think Michael Keaton's is still going to be Elseworlds Batman. We haven't met the new DC Batman that's going to be by James Gunn, because that Batman's going to have a son. That Batman, ooh. But could Michael Keaton come around and have the son? Robin? Damian Wayne? Could? I tell you, that's what I mean, is that If the Flash movie makes $1 billion, you got we heard the treatment that James Gunn wants to have the older Batman and the Batman family, and he'll be like ushering in Damian Wayne. Michael Keaton can still do it. He can, like, when he came out here and looked like that, I think he can still pull it off. So maybe with an older Batman, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense because, well, if he's going to be fighting with Supergirl, he could fight with a younger Superman in James Gunn's DC universe. It just made, I'm not going to get into all that tripe about Henry Cavill and stuff like that. It's just, yeah. Just for the people out there that need to know that difference. It's just, you're still going to have Robert Pattinson's Batman doing off his own little thing. That's why he isn't in the Flash movie, okay? Because it's an Elseworld Batman, and that's still going to be safe. It's still going to be intact, and that just needed to be addressed. Okay. Now, in the interest of moving on here, let's talk about movie trailers that didn't show up because, well, we saw that like 15 of them dropped, right? Some of them were missing. The bat shrine next to the door of the Ghostface shrine would be great imagery. Says, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so Disney. Yeah, where was Disney? I thought we were going to get a Little Mermaid trailer at least, right? So what happened to that? We really haven't seen the Little Mermaid since that teaser, and I think something's happening here. I think they might be scared. That's what I'm getting from this, because there's no better place to show off your trailer than at the Super Bowl. And this is just around the corner, guys. Like, this comes out in May, so like 3 months away, right? May 26th. And we didn't get a trailer for it at Super Bowl. And hold it for a Comic-Con. Okay, fine, but Super Bowl is going to get the most eyes on it. And I said it in the teaser. I think she's going to be great. Halle Bailey I think she's going to be fantastic. But what's going to make or break it is going to be what Ursula looks like, right? And the rest of the kingdom. Because we've seen from the teaser, it's underworld. It's dark. It's underwater, right? Yeah, it's not going to be that bright, kind of campy kind of thing. Bifer says Barbie was missing. Yeah, I thought for sure that we would get a Barbie trailer too. Something else like witty that was like that 2001 teaser that we had. They could have replayed that or did a variation of that for Barbie. But yeah, we didn't get Little Mermaid, and we didn't get the Marvels. And the Marvels comes out this year too. Captain America 2. We didn't get that, which I found was a little suspect. And everybody was up on their social medias trying to proclaim their outrage. Come on, there's no Marvels trailer, and yeah, good call there, Bifer, about the no Barbie. I was holding out hope. I was hoping that we would get a little glimpse of Dune Part 2, but well, maybe we're still a bit a ways from that. But that would have been so cool if it just showed like maybe like the silhouettes of like Dave Bautista standing next to Fade, Austin Butler, and you could just see that like. Yeah, the Harkonnens are coming, and I can't. Just thinking about it, I can't wait to see it, man. But yeah, that's the one that I thought that was missing. Little Mermaid is May 26th, and Marvels is July 28th. So there was a few there. They kind of stopped showing new ones before the halftime, right? I think some people were a little bit let down, but you know what? Those trailers can break at any moment, so it's not a huge deal, and we'll cover it here on the channel anyway. Us movie fans, we'll get out there and we'll know that it's when these things drop. Did you feel like there was anyone's missing out there? Did you feel that perhaps, yeah? And then there was a claim about the Mandalorian. Yeah, Mandalorian is just around the corner. Mandalorian Season 3 is coming out March 1st. Now, they said that there was a trailer. I couldn't find it, but Pedro Pascal says that wearing the Mandalorian armor is going to be like going blind. Yeah, of course you can't see in this thing. You can't see S. You can only see this line here, right? And then the rest of it is kind of like the rig holding it in steady so it doesn't wobble, right? Apparently, yeah, you can't see much out of it. Mandalorian, I think that last trailer did a good job. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Bo-Katan, but that's fine. He was on Broadway performing King Lear. Even Pascal can't see while wearing the Mandalorian armor, but he still feels invincible in it. When it's on, you immediately feel powerful, protected, dangerous, and like a protector. Well, that's good. There we go. Bifer says, I wish that I got a John Wick 4 trailer. Or, yeah, Mission Impossible is another good call there. That was not playing there in the Super Bowl. And that's coming out this year, too. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. Or is it next year? It's Part 1 next year. Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning Part 1. No, it's this year. Yeah. And then Part 2 is next year, right? July 14th. Yeah, July 14th. Yeah, okay, that one really shocks me that we didn't get a trailer for that one, too. Yeah, James, there was a Mandalorian spot, which was 1.56 minutes. Well, we looked on the studio's channel. You can scroll back, and we looked for that Mandalorian trailer. They say that there's one out here, but like, look at it. I just want to click on a fan-made trailer. I'm not going to talk about the commercials. Yeah, there's like a variation on Squid Games and stuff like that with Will Ferrell, which, yeah, Mandalorian, Star Wars Coffee says there's a Super Bowl trailer. But it's weird that it wasn't up on Disney Plus, it wasn't up on Star Wars Channel, and it wasn't up on any of the other spots. I just want to see more Bo-Katan. Is that it? Yeah. So it was only like 30 seconds. And see what they've done here? They just tied it into another one, right? They just tied it into that first trailer that we got to give it like a minute and 30. SW Coffee. And it looks like they don't show that much more. Yeah, that's existing footage. We've seen that stuff before.
A Mandalorian.
We could see Bo-Katan put on her helmet. But I hope they don't make Bo-Katan a bad guy. I hope she comes around, because I do like her. I like her a lot. Katie Sackhoff is awesome in my books. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's get back into, well, let's turn into some normal movie news headlines. I think that's a good amount of coverage for the Super Bowl spots. I know that everybody's going to mine it for stuff. It's just, we kind of have to, like, move on, right? And why is that stop there, too? Oh, I got to figure that out. Oh, I know why. Is it because I don't have it overlaid? I would have to put that up over here, then. I would have to put that up over here. All right. Okay. Now I got it. Now I figured it out. Because I got two screens for the live chats. Whoops. And the live chats it has to be the open screen on this side. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Let's see if I can see if that shows up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll figure it out, guys. It's just a new module for OBS that I'm figuring out, and I'm sorry that I'm boring you guys all with that. Let's get into some headlines. Just some quick ones here, because we got that full movie watch-along for Just Like Heaven coming out. Let's talk about Plane and the sequel, Plane. Co-star Mike Coulter to star in Plane sequel Ship. Well, the high-octane follow-up to Gerard Butler's genre pick, and I had lots of fun with it in January. It was a good, fun action movie. Now, Mike Coulter was good in it, but he was not the main character. I guess maybe it would make a logical sense to continue on with him, because how could you do another version of Gerard Butler getting in another plane accident, right? So you got to change the format. But the thing is that Gerard Butler was the main lead. People went to see Plane because of Gerard Butler. Not so much Mike Coulter, because as I said, he wasn't the main character. Gerard Butler was. So if you want to see a sequel, you got to die-hard it up, man. Just put him in a different situation. Put Gerard Butler on the ship. You know, maybe he's on a vacation or something and things get kind of taken over and he's got to step up again. Why not? That's the way I would do it. Mike Coulter has jumped on board Ship, the sequel to the original thriller Plane. Now, Plane had $30 million at the box office, 43 worldwide, and it had a $20 million budget. So, yeah, I guess they're going to make a sequel to this. Why not? But, as I said, it's just people went to see it because of Gerard Butler. I got nothing against Mike Coulter, but it's just he didn't have as much gravitas to carry a movie by himself, I don't think. Not yet. Not yet. So maybe they'll bring, maybe he'll still be kind of like the background character, but they'll bring somebody else, maybe like a Liam Neeson or something, into this. But yeah, I watched it because of Gerard Butler, and he was very good in it. I had lots of fun with Plane. Sequel called Ship. I'll keep our eyes out for that. Mike Coulter and Gerard Butler in Ship make it a heist film when good guys turn bad, Pfeiffer says in the live chat. Maybe. That would be interesting. Good guys gone bad. Okay. Marlowe is opening up this weekend. Let's address that right now. Marlowe is that actioner with Liam Neeson, where it's like a period piece, right? He's like a private detective. It's got Jessica Lange in it. Oh, that's going to be cool. It's like him. It looks like a noir film, right? Alan Cummings. Diane Kruger is going to be in this. It opens up on Wednesday. So this Wednesday it opens up. And I will be going to see it Wednesday night. So I got my ticket already. So that's good. I'll be seeing Liam Neeson. Jessica Lange. God, she was gorgeous in King Kong, wasn't she? I do like her as an actress. She definitely is good. But this kind of like throwback film, Marlowe, it's based on books, isn't it? Isn't it based on a book run? Marlowe is like a private detective or something. So that opens up this Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to it. What else we got here? Blueback trailer. Blueback. Okay. Blueback is a movie with Mia Wasikowska, Radha Mitchell, and Eric Bana. And it's kind of like, about fish. And
There's something I want you to see. You up for it?
Yeah.
Radha Mitchell, we saw her in Silent Hill. She was in the Silent Hill movie, right? At first I thought, well, it's an underwater movie. They're going to go down and they're going to look at sharks or something, or they're going to get attacked by sharks. It's a grouper.
Call him Blueback.
So basically what happens here is that she raises her to respect the ocean and the fish, and it apparently has to do with that, all about that fish. And she's going to be at different ages throughout the film. She grows up to become like a marine biologist and wants to protect the fish because that fish apparently can last like 70 years or something.
You need to dredge the reef.
These fish are meant to be protected.
Yeah, so it's kind of like an environmental piece where it's kind of like people want to come in and harvest the reef and stuff like that. And so she's got to protect it because there's like an old fish that lives down there, an old blueback. And it's got Eric Bana in it. You don't see him until like the last bit of this trailer.
My name is Abby Jackson.
And we don't see him.
And I'm 15 years old.
Mia's been gone for a while, so we haven't seen her in a while. And I really do like her as an actress. I think she's fantastic. Looks like maybe it's going to be like a feel-good movie, right?
The
hopefully.
whole reef will be gone.
We'll see about that.
There's Eric Bana. It was so quick. Isla Fawn. Eric Bana. The gray in his beard kind of suits him a little bit. I think it looks okay.
The diversity of this marine life. It's a gift to us all.
Yeah, and there's going to be a backstory there of her and her mother, right? You see them there on the beach.
Us all.
I think that's going to be kind of like the soul of the movie. So I think that one's going to be Blueback. I think it looks great. It's got me intrigued.
He'll always be safe with me.
Blueback. Yeah. Interesting. Let's see what some people said about this. No, there's no comments on it. So it's very small, guys. Run Rabbit Run movie, 2023 thriller. Byford the Hobbit says Liam Neeson in the 5th version of Marlowe. Humphrey Bogart played him in the 1946. Oh, did he? And James Garner, Elliot Gould, and Robert Mitchum. Wow. So he's following in a long tradition there. Thanks for that, Byford. That information. That's very useful. Very useful indeed. That's cool. All right. I think that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. But as I said, I want to go and reiterate that poll, the polls, and then we'll take a look at the Twitter rundown and the missing stuff. So, as I said, on the community tab, guys, on the Mirror Domains channel, I put up the poll this morning for next Saturday's horror movie. Ninth Gate, Freaky, or The Ritual. I know they're all good ones. They all got to be good ones, right? I put up Freaky there because that's the guy who did like Happy Death Day and stuff, right? So I want to check that one out, right? To keep up with things. And as I said, there's the weekly schedule. Let's take a look at what's coming up on Thursday, where the voting is. Wedding Singer and Odd Thomas are tied right now. So this Thursday, pay attention to the poll, guys. Because to this tab, because I moved the retro movie to the morning, so 10 a.m. on Thursday will be when we watch that, because I'm going to see Ant-Man 3 at 3 p.m. on Thursday. So that's when I'm going to see Ant-Man Quantum Mania, and that's just not going to leave us time to watch one in the afternoon, so I had to move it to the morning. But I'll still turn on the camera in the afternoon to do our Marlowe review, because as I said, I'll be seeing Marlowe Wednesday night. So I'll come in and I'll report for Liam Neeson and for Marlowe, and then Friday I have a bunch of errands that I got to run out and do in the afternoon. So depending on when I come back, I don't know if we will do anything more on Friday. Maybe I'll just take a breather for that afternoon. But we'll be doing our movie news stuff. And then, as I said, there's that new poll up for our horror movie news, horror watch along. And all of those are good picks. All of those are good picks. Freaky is the highest Rotten Tomatoes score, says Hourglass. Does it? Okay. But they all have good value in there. They really do. And Ninth Gate goes to these weird places where there's like a one of those like cults like they had in Eyes Wide Shut kind of thing where they all wear the masks. It's really weird, man. It goes into some weird places, trying to summon and conjure up the devil and stuff like that. And I haven't seen Freaky, so that'll be a first time for me if that gets picked. And Woods. Did anybody vote in this yet? Let me just reload this page. See if anybody's got some early votes in. Chris Schober says you should check out Run Rabbit Run. That sounds vaguely familiar. Oh, some people have voted. So Freaky is winning right now. Only 7 votes in. So you got time. You got time. Here's the thing. Ninth Gate is going to be, I think it's going to get shoehorned in sometime this week. Because last Saturday, we had a situation where Ninth Gate and Viking Wolf was tied for the #1 spot, and I have to think of a new protocol as to what's going to happen. when this happens, because I made the decision to watch Viking Wolf. We could have easily watched Ninth Gate, right? So I'll have to think of a protocol if in a situation where if this happens, then if they're both tied for the number 1 spot, then that'll get the one that we don't watch will get priority into our schedule for some time during the week here. And we do have an open spot on Tuesday afternoon, perhaps. We may, if I put in Ninth Gate there, or maybe the next Tuesday after that, we'll do that. I don't know. There's just, well, there's just too much that I want to do. But go vote in those polls, and we'll have fun on it. We'll have fun watching all of these movies. All right. Spoiler alert, no Vikings in Viking Wolf, Bifer says. Yeah. Well, actually, there is in the beginning. There is one, right? There's one guy goes into the cave. He was a Viking. Yeah. All right. Where are we at? 11:57. I want to make sure that we're out of here on time today, because we got to watch that show at 1 p.m. Just like heaven. What's this? Jamie Bell and Margaret Qualley to star in Fred and Ginger biopic from La La Land producer. The musical will follow the passionate and explosive relationship between Hollywood dance friends Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Okay, there they are right there. Fascinating. Margaret Qualley. Great actress. She's the daughter of McDowell, right? Andy McDowell? Yeah. All Norwegians have Viking blood. Oh, do they? Maybe we'll have to go over to Norway to find a bride. Seems like that's the motif that, the vibe that life is trying to tell me. Because we watched a lot of Norwegian films lately. We watched Viking Wolf. We watched The Innocents, and we watched Troll was Norway. It's just The Innocents was the best. James Cameron's earned $95 million from Avatar: The Way of Water, including okay, so that's his take. His take was $95 million, as if he needed the money. He was hard up, right? Highest paid entertainers of 2022. Genesis, Sting, Tyler Perry. Entertainers, really? Bad Bunny was $88 million. Our Taylor Swift made $92 million, yes, last year. That's good. Brad Pitt made $100 million. You know what? I call BS on this. Because people like Rihanna are billionaires. Where's Rihanna on this list? Where's Ryan Reynolds? He's got multiple companies that make a huge bank. Or is this just making money from entertaining people? Because Rihanna's money mostly comes from like her cosmetic lines and fashion lines and stuff like that, right? So are they not counting that as entertainment? I don't know. I'm dubious about that list. First look at Lee Jung Sing's series Beef, starring Steve Wen. Okay. We like Steve Wen. Here, Michael B. Jordan on the cover of Rolling Stone. That's cool. Luca Guadagnino's Queer with Daniel Craig. Okay. Naomi Aki. Oscar Isaac. Yeah. I don't think he'll come back as Poe Dameron. Shelby Oaks horror movie 2023, Chris Schober says. That's that Chris Stuckman movie, right? Shelby Oaks. I'll be looking forward to that. I'll be wanting to see what he pulled out. I don't expect a masterpiece. Most directors' first films are not masterpieces. You kind of have to learn the ropes. I mean, James Cameron started with Piranha 2, which I actually admired. I thought it was lots of fun. Fred Astaire, yeah, we know that biopic. Sequel to Plane, we got that one. The only other big news out there, guys, that I saw that was trending yesterday was that, okay, there's that Scream posters that Chris Schober said, right? Character posters for Scream, Scream 6. Yeah, Jen Ortega. That one's cool. You can see Ghostface there in the reflection of the knife. What else do we got here? Melissa Barrera. That girl that I can never remember her name. That guy, I can never remember his name, but those are the brother and sister that survived the first movie, right? Okay. Those are the survivors of Scream 5 that we'll watch in a couple of weeks. Gail Weathers. Kirby. Hayden. God, she's gorgeous. I don't know who that guy is. You don't have Dermot Mulroney in there? Out of all of them? That's like the movie fan one, right? Oops, that's that one. Okay. Remember, one of these is the killers, guys. And I think there's going to be 3 this time. I'm calling it. There's going to be 3 killers in this one. Not just 2 or not just 1. That's cool. Fenty Bowl. Jennifer Coolidge, Super Bowl commercial. There's Ryan Reynolds with his wife. Welcomed a 4th child. Wow. 4 children. Fascinating. Well, they can afford it. Why not? I don't know if I want 4 little things running around my place. Good for them. Don't take it away from them, James. That's pretty much all I got. What is he? Is that a hot dog or a pickle or something? What the heck is? That's not the most flattering shot of Paul Mescal. Having a bite. Oh yeah, this is that clip of Vin Diesel comparing the Fast and Furious franchise to the Tolkien Lord of the Rings movies. He's serious, though. I think he is serious in that. All right, guys, that's pretty much the movie news for today. That's all I got in the can. That's cool to know that Chris, We Have a Ghost is out in February. Yeah, We Have a Ghost. Yeah, he's the director of that Freaky movie. Maybe that's... Freaky looks like it will probably win the poll, so we'll probably be watching Freaky this weekend, and will be topical. All right, that's all I got in the can. If any new trailer drops, for sure I'll do a trailer reaction for it up as quickly as I can, and as I said, in just under an hour from now, we're going to be watching Just Like Heaven, Reese Witherspoon, Mark Ruffalo, romantic movie to get us in the spirit for Valentine's Day. Indeed. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me in the live chats. As I said, guys, it's kind of like a work in progress when I'm trying to get this module working. It's cut things off there. I don't understand why it does that. I don't know why it's done that. Oh, I know why. Because it's not cropped over like that, James. You got to keep it. Maybe that's what I got. Crop it up like that. Yeah. That's why it's cropped up. There we go. I'll figure it out, guys. It's just a new thing that I got to work out with OBS to get the live chats in here. But I want to make sure that I do it, because if I got to cut something out, I want to make sure that people who see it in different cuts know that, hey, this is a live stream. So I might have to get rid of this picture finally and make it all more black down here. Yeah. I got another black picture behind there. Do that one maybe. I gotta work on that one. That doesn't look like much right now. I don't know. I'll fool around with it. Yeah, don't worry about it. That's all I got. Thank you for joining me today. Hit the thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Mirror Domains.